Hi guys, who is happy to see me? You, right? I know you're happy to see me. Well, I'm happy you're watching me right now. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. If you are yet to do that, kindly subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Guys, thanks for all the likes and comments. Your feedback means a lot to me. Today, we'll be looking at a very serious issue of public health importance. If you are very current with recent happenings, you will know that the federal government of Nigeria has warned citizens against the consumption of cow skin, popularly called bomo by the Yorubas and Ganda by Hausa people. This has sparked a lot of reactions from cow skin sellers, buyers, and consumers. You can't dispose the fact that bomo is loved by a large number of consumers. So I'm not surprised at the unpleasant reaction to the federal government's warning. There was this particular woman who was interviewed by a news agency of Nigeria. She runs a restaurant. She emphasized that cooking local delicacies like afang, egusi soup, and edikankwan. Did I say that correctly? Well, Abi. Without cow skin, those soups are incomplete. She admitted to using bomo in her soups in bed, stating that she thought the federal government was warning people against the consumption of poisonous bomo. Guys, did you hear that? So there is poisonous bomo. Have you ever seen or even heard about it? Well, we'll get back to that later on. She further said that she has been in the food business for long to know if a particular bomo is good or bad for human consumption. Okay, do you know the difference though between good and bad bomo? Cow skin that is fit for human consumption and the one that's not fit for human consumption. We will also look into that later on. There was this other woman who sells peppered cow skin, Sakira Rafiu, I think. Sakira said she doesn't believe Nigerians will stop trading in bomo unless they start getting arrested, which she feels may not be possible. She further pointed out that bomo is cheap and demand for it is high. And with how expensive things are, people do not have a choice. Well guys, let's cut Sakira some slack. She's not entirely wrong. I also interacted with a cow skin seller who told me that it's the money she makes from her cow skin business that takes care of her family's living expenses and her children's school fees. Let me take a deep breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Guys, so many issues. I carried out a local survey of some markets within Bauchi Metropolis. I surveyed Modalawa, Wunti, Kaswangwaya, and Yalwa markets. I found out that despite the warning by the federal government of Nigeria, the demand for bomo has not dropped. I was able to interact with a few businessmen and businesswomen in the market, creating awareness. I was also fortunate to have an interview with the chairman, Butchers Association of Bauchi Local Government Area, Mr. Ibrahim Musa Madaki. Guys, stay with me and I will explain in detail why the federal government warned citizens against cow skin consumption. Also, there will be video clips from my session with the chairman, Butchers Association of Bauchi Local Government Area. Gracias. If you are still watching my video, thank you so much. So guys, let's answer the big question. Why did the federal government of Nigeria warn citizens against cow skin consumption? On 25th June 2023, Daily Trust reported that the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development has warned citizens against the consumption of hides known as promo, smoked meat, and bushmeat as a preventive measure to limit the spread of anthrax. This warning came as a result of the anthrax disease outbreak in our neighboring country, Ghana. Guys, if you're paying attention, you would have realized by now that the federal government was not only warning citizens against the consumption of pomo, smoked meat and bushmeat were also mentioned. The federal government was alerting citizens to take note that anthrax can be transmitted through the consumption of meat and other animal byproducts like hides and skin from anthrax-infected animals. The warning was a precautionary measure, but some people were making it look like an attack on cow skin business. Now that's out of the way. Nigeria reported its first anthrax case on Monday, July 17. That's a few weeks after the federal government warned citizens against the consumption of pomo, smoked meat, and bushmeat. The Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development confirmed a case of anthrax disease in a mixed livestock farm at Niger State. Well guys, did we actually adhere to the federal government's warning and put in place enough precautionary measures against anthrax? If all the animals at highest risk of getting infected were vaccinated with anthrax spore vaccine and adequate biosecurity was observed in animal farms, would there be a single case of anthrax in Nigeria? Well, I guess we will never find out. I know someone is already asking, what is this anthrax disease all about? That will be a topic for another day. But you know what? I'm here thinking, why not start a series on anthrax? I mean, let's discuss it in detail, right? Talk about the causative agent, transmission, prevention. Let me know in the comment section if you want us to start a series on anthrax. Guys, let's go back to my local survey at some of the markets within Bauchi Metropole. So, during my interview with the chairman, Butchers Association of Bauchi Local Government Area, I asked him if the recent announcements on anthrax and the federal government's warning to citizens has affected the demand for meat and cow skin. This was his response.
Har yanzu ta ɓangaren wannan cuta ba mu samu barazana akan kasuwanci kawai barazanar da muke da ita guda ɗaya ne tun kafin ɓullar cutar wannan jarabawa da muke ciki na halin rashin kuɗi da kuma tsadar man fetur wanda shi ne kankanin da man fetur ya ta'allaka akan rayuwar kowane ɗan adam musamman mu dai a nan Najeriya ko menene da mai ɗin nan ake sarrafawa a ɗauko shi in noma ne da fetur ake idan wani gari da ka je akan fetur to so da haka wannan tsadar man shi ne ya kawo wanda kuma ba mu kaɗai mahauta ba kowane ɗan kasuwa ya shafe shi wannan matsalar rashin ciniki saboda haka amma ta wannan ɓangaren cuta gaskiya ba mu samu wani tabbas.
The chairman, Mr. Ibrahim Musa Madaki, further went ahead to call on the executive governor of Bauchi State, Senator Bala Abdulkadir Mohammed, for immediate intervention. He believes that there are a lot of people in the rural areas that are not fully enlightened about anthrax disease.
Gwamnati har yanzu musamman mu a matsayinmu na 'yan jihar Bauchi a ce gwamnati bata shigo cikin wannan lamari ba a matsayinmu mu na mahauta wannan nama da muke yanka ko ce shanun da muke yankawa muna yankawa ne don al'umma musamman mu da muke fadar jiha haka to kaga da ya kamata a ce kawo zuwa yanzu a ce gwamnati ta shigo cikin wannan lamari saboda mu yanzu mu kadai a ce mu mahauta duk kuma bangaren likitocin dabbobi a ce mu ne ko ku ne za ku bi lungu da sako na jihar Bauchi ana wayar da kan mutane al'umma da su mahauta da masu macin namu kaga gaskiya da zuwa yanzu mu babu wata gwamnati da ta yi hoɓɓasa ko da ta karamar hukuma ne ta yi hoɓasa don wayar da kan mutane don a gane cutar, saboda al'amari irin wannan abu ne wadda yana da bukatar sanarwa yadda za a faɗaɗa shi. Yanzu misali ko in ce a tarayyar Najeriya ko kuma in ce a nan jihar Bauchi, na tabbatar yanzu haka akwai al'umman da ba su san da wannan cutar ba na wannan anthrax. Kaga ya kamata a yi a ce jama'a sun gane sun sani, to ya kamata a ce gwamnati ta shigo da haɗa wani tim wanda zai kasance da mu mahauta da makiyaya da likitocin dabbobi, kai in son samu ne har da na al'umma da wanda suke duba lafiyar jama'a, tunda misali ciwon nan idan ka ci daga nama zai zo ya haifar maka da cuta a cikin jikinka, wani kaga wannan abu ne wadda gwamnati bai kamata ta ɗauke shi da wasa ko ba haka ba, abu ne wadda ya kamata a shigo a saka wasu tsauraran matakai, musamman kamar alal misali yanzu idan aka ce za a haɗa mu da kungiya dole da mu je a sanar, kuma sannan a nuna ga irin yadda cutar take ga kuma irin illanta, to kaga dole da a sa ido musamman a bangaren da ya shafi mahauta, za a sa ido don ganin cewa wannan dabba in Allah ya dora mata har an ganta, to za a yi tabbatar da cewa an kiyaye.
Mr. Ibrahim Musa Madaki also applauded the veterinary doctors across all abattoirs in the state for proper meat inspection, ensuring that meat and other animal byproducts are fit for human consumption.
Ai ba zai taɓa yiwuwa a gari a ce da kwata kuma babu likita. Mun tabbatar ko da a kwatunanmu na karkara na wasu ƙananan hukumomi tabbas akwai likitoci, wasu ma daga nan gari suke tashi suke tafiya suke zuwa suke yin aiki, kuma ina da tabbacin haka saboda akwai kasuwannin da muna haɗuwa da su wanda ko muna aiki da su a nan kwatar na cikin garin Bauchi. Muna da likitoci da ɓangarori da dama wadda duk sa'ilin da aka kawo dabba da ranta ma suna dubawa, idan an yanka suna dubawa, hasali naman nan ma ba zai shigo kasuwa ba sai sun tabbatar da lafiyarsa. Kuma kamar maganan huhu da hanta su zuciya haka mukan samu nau'in cututtuka a cikin waɗannan, kamar haɗin likitoci suna aikin hanta, kuma hasali ma don mu ba da gudunmawa a matsayinmu na ƙungiya saboda kada ma wani bara gurbe ɗauka. Idan an samu wannan abin, idan abin nan zai yi naira 5,000 to ƙungiya za ta baka naira 2,500. Idan zai yi naira 10,000 ne, idan an ɗauka za a baka naira 5,000 a jihun ƙungiya don a rage maka asara. A ƙungiya muna biya. Muna biya. Don huhu guda biyu, don wani lokaci da iya samun sa wani ya ci waya, wani kuma ciwon huhu ya affecting din hukunan gaba ɗaya. To saboda haka a lokacin da likitocin sun zo suna da kuɗinsu wanda sun zo ɗauka, muna da wakilinmu wanda aka yi masa kuɗi ma abin. Idan an masa kuɗi sai biya shi sai yawa don kare asara gaba ɗaya, to sai ƙungiya sai ta bashi rai, shi kuma sai ya yi haƙuri da rai. To wannan yana daga cikin abubuwan da ya sa a kowane rana idan an samu wannan abu, wani da kansa ma yakan ɗauka sai ya kawo. So da haka ba zai ƙoƙarin ɓoye shi ba, balantana ba yadda za a yi akwata ma ka ɓoye, saboda kana aiki ne likitoci suna kan suna yawo a cikin kan kwata suna ganin abubuwan da ake to wannan shi ne kaɗan da
The chairman is quite enlightened about anthrax because of his interaction with veterinary doctors across the state. Also, the Nigerian Veterinary Medical Association, Bauchi State Chapter, has been creating awareness on anthrax through radio programs, TV broadcasts, and the distribution of posters across all local governments in the state. Guys, sorry for taking your time, but I hope that was informative. Let's get back to our conversation on cow skin. Do you know that this is not the first time the federal government is raising concerns on cow skin consumption? In July 2019, the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, (NAFDAC), warned Nigerians to be careful when buying and consuming cows. According to NAFDAC, unscrupulous businessmen and traders are now diverting cowhide meant for industrial use into the food chain for human consumption. That was the reason why the federal government wanted to ban cow skin consumption in 2019. Bomo is processed in two ways, either through boiling or through roasting. I hope I'm saying this Bomo right. Is that how to say it? These two processes actually give rise to two kinds of Bomo, white Bomo and brown Bomo. White Bomo is processed by boiling the cow skin. You scrape the hair on the skin using sharp objects like knife or iron sponge. It actually requires a lot of time and it takes a great deal of patience. On the other hand, brown Bomo is obtained strictly when the cow skin is roasted. The roasting process is dangerous, making it unsafe for human consumption. Roasting cowhide or cow skin with tires and plastic to obtain brown Bomo is easier. Obviously, you don't need to waste time scraping the hair off. But this process is harmful not only to the consumer but also to the Bomo processors and the residents of the area where this roasting is done as they inhale this toxic gases. So if you stay in such areas, do well to discourage such activities around residential areas. The roasting of Bomo can also be done by roasting with charcoal obtained from firewood. This type may be non-toxic and fit for human consumption. Only hear this one now. White Bomo is safe for human consumption, while brown Bomo, this was the poisonous Bomo the lady in Turkey right now talked about, is not safe for human consumption. Only I hope you've heard me now. Do you know that some of the Bomo you have received are pre-treated with chemicals which are very harmful to your body? Some Bomo sellers have sold it to you and you have been killing yourself without knowing. Only this is why before you eat Bomo, you must be sure of the source and how it was processed to know if it is fit for human consumption. Health hazards associated with consuming roasted animal skin include cancer, damage to the heart, liver, and kidney. My advice to people who run restaurants is please and please ensure that the meat of Bomo you are using to make meals is safe for human consumption. Make sure that the meat of Bomo has been certified fit for human consumption by a licensed veterinary doctor. Thank you so much as you do that. Those that are already doing that, keep it up. To my dear cow skin sellers, please and please, if you know that the Bomo was processed for industrial use, please and please don't sell it to consumers. There's a ready market available for you. The leather industries across the country are even complaining of cow skin shortage. Please sell it to them. Thank you. Guys, we have come to the end of today's session. Kindly feel free to ask questions in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell if you haven't done that. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. This is me checking out.